I found this metal heart that I picked up somewhere. I think it was a Ben Franklin's, which that store no longer exists up here. But anyways, what I want to do is I'm going to take the jute tie off of it. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm using Perfect Paint's Red Wagon. And I'm going to dip my finger into the paint that's in the cover. And I'm just going to rub this all over this metal. I'm just using this piece of burlap to kind of get my fingerprints out of the metal that I've put on there with the paint. So we've got this, and now we need this to dry. All right, and then what I had done was I had this really cool piece of paperback book paper that's written in Sweden. My dear sweet Marie sent this with a little trinket in it. And what I did was I traced the heart, and then I took the paper and I tore it in half. So I'm going to add this half because the other half is over here on this heart. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit of multi-medium and I'm going to go all over the back of this paper. Then I'm going to adhere this down to the metal heart. Then I want to take a little bit of the red wagon paint and I'm going to hydrate it with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to run that over top of the book page. Take a little bit more paint and add some shadows and depth to the heart. All right, so that works well for me. Now I'm going to dry this. Then I have a little bit of Perfect Paints polishing plaster, and this flavor is organic sugar, and I have a little bit of it here on my craft mat. I'm going to grab a little bit more, and I find if you need this product, if that is the proper terminology to what I'm doing, it becomes a little bit more malleable. So I'm going to place this stencil, this Crafter's Workshop stencil, over top of my metal heart. And I'm going to apply some of this plaster, polishing plaster, through the stencil. Ha ha, perfect. And we will set that aside to dry for right now. So I have a piece of ivory cardstock from Canvas Corp Brands. Some archival ink in all the slop that's going on my desk. And I have two stamps that I chose from Yvonne Blair stamp sets. This is MD Card Sentiments. So I'm just going to stamp that onto my ivory cardstock. Perfect. Could be a little straighter. Let's try that again. We'll cut it and make it straight. Okay, and the other one that I want to use is Sending You Smiles. Look, it's got a double stamp on it. Try it one more time. Perfect. All right. Let's put the cover on this because we're not going to need that anymore. Got my handy dandy little scissors. Actually, let's hit this with the heat tool for a second. Get it dry. Make sure it's all set up nice and I'm going to cut this out. All right, so we're just gonna I just trim it by eye. If you wanna use a trimmer, you go right ahead. But this is how I roll. And if it doesn't come out straight, that's okay too. All right, so now I have my heart. We'll put a little bit more heat to that. Excellent. Then I have a piece of vintage crochet trim that I have. I tied into a loopy bow, and I'm going to adhere that down. Then my leaves. These are tovers, once again. I have a video on how I created these. I'll put the link in there. Put those down. Put my tattered pinecone rose. Then I'm going to take my Sending You Smiles. A little bit of multi-medium on the back of that. And when this is all dry, I will feed back through the hole there. I'll find it, and I'll put this back on here. And here are two super cute, super easy gifts to make that will definitely put a smile on somebody's face. So I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season, and thank you for stopping by.